So what started this video was my father. He gave me an epiphany, right? This was, by the way, Tony, just pretend that's an iPhone in Tony's hand. So my father gave me an epiphany. This happened, I believe, 5 years ago, and then 2 years ago. 5 years ago, we were going to Philadelphia Sixers game. So on the way there, we're in the car, just me and my father. I'm on my iPhone, just chilling, doing what they doing. To me, it was no biggie. But to my father, he's being old school, and this is nonsense to him at the time. And at the time, to me, I couldn't understand and I didn't realize, but I was pretty much ignoring my father. This is like a little over an hour trip, so this should be a like son and father time, you know what I mean? I'm in my I'm in my I'm at least 30, 31 by this time. So this is me, and I'm on my iPhone, texting, Facebooking, online, Googling, whatever, doing the things that people do on their iPhone. So I didn't understand my father at the time was getting pissed. He was very pissed, but he didn't tell me nothing because he didn't want to ruin the day. You know, we're going to the Sixers game, and I understand the way me and my father think very alike. Obviously, I'm his son. So he knew he was going to say it in a disrespectful way because he's getting so hot and heated, and in his mind, he's thinking I should have common sense enough to know, hey, we're going on a trip to see the Sixers. Let's have some talk. Let's dialogue, or at least act like you're interested in my company. Nope, I didn't do that. So going up, and plus we got lost. So he's here trying to get directions, and it's like to him he feels he's bothering me because I'm on my iPhone. I'm deep in my iPhone. So all these things are going through his mind, and my mind, I'm just like in my own world. So fast forward a few years. Now we're going to, he picks me up, and we're going somewhere else. So again, I'm on my iPhone, doing what I do, doing what most people do. So now this is, I guess, mind you, he never said nothing about the years before. So now we're years ahead, and so now all this is adding up, building up. This is how we do the Martinez men. Well, we're trying to change this, but instead of just talking about it, communicating about it, and expressing our feelings, we just hide it in because we assume the other person should know better. We assume that since we think this way, you need to think this way. That doesn't work. That's why it's communication. So basically, the same thing happens, the same scenario. I think this time I'm even talking on the phone. I'm talking on the phone the whole way. I'm talking, Facebooking too at the same time, blah, blah, blah. I'm still including my dad here and there in a conversation, but basically I'm pissing my dad off because I'm not having common sense enough, respect enough to use the time wisely that I have with my father. You know, like I said, he's older, and he realizes now that he's older, tomorrow's not promised even more. You know, as when we're younger, we think, oh, we got tomorrow, we got years ahead of us. But when you get older, they realize, look, I could be dead tomorrow, and this time we can never get back. So finally the day goes by, and we come home to my grandmother's, and this comes up, and now my dad's heated. Something sparks up a conversation, and my dad gets heated, and he lets all this that I just told you out. And I'm just like floored. I'm like, wow, I didn't understand. You know, I didn't want to disrespect. I didn't mean to disrespect him. I didn't mean to piss him off. I didn't mean, you know, I didn't mean to violate the time that he saw as cherished time with his son. You know, so I say all that to say, hopefully for you youth, you know, I know the teenagers, I know the young 20s and my age of 30s, even the 40s now, we're so engulfed in this new technology that we're unsocial. We have so much social media, but yet we're unsocial people. When I go to the airport, everybody's in their iPhones, everybody's in their iPads, everybody's in their laptops. Nobody's even worried about what's going around them. So it's like, sorry Tom, it's like we're just inhuman. We're so into our technology that we're not even communicating when we're by each other. We're not, we're not cherishing the moments that we have with one another, with the loved ones, with friends, you know what I mean? It's like we become, like me, I always felt, and I'm trying to break this habit, but I feel more comfortable texting or emailing and writing my stuff down than I do communicating to a loved one or to a friend or even to a stranger. I feel like I'm able to communicate better when I text or write stuff down. So, and maybe maybe that's true, but at the same time, we should still work on our communication, talking with one another. You know, we shouldn't be mute, and it seems like we're more mute. We can say what we want to say online and on the computers and the phones and this and that, but when it comes to talking, we're mute people, and we don't know how to interact personally, socially with one another, you know. So hopefully I just did this, I wanted to do this video just to hopefully get you to think on a different level, and someone that has been through it. You know, I have been through it. I have been that person, so I have been blind to this. But now, you know, I did. You know, like I say, you saw the phone I use now. That's not even an iPhone. I just call and text, and that's it. Most of the time, I forget my phone out, and I love it. It's not on my hip. I'll forget it when I go to work. I'll forget it at work. You know, it's not something I need in my life. And so, I thank you, Father. You know, well, first I thank the Heavenly Father for using my earthly father to open my eyes to this and to get in my face, even though he did it in anger and he might not have thought he did it correctly and it could have been done better. But, you know, he still shared his heart with me, his son, and it opened my eyes. And now I changed. I chose to change in that area. And I don't want to no longer, you know, act like that. I want to be social. I want to show love to one another and show love to others. And this is why I do my videos. So hopefully I got you to think outside the box. God bless. Peace, family.